Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith E. Phillips, and this is episode 6 in our Lost Vlog series. I think that this is going to be the last vlog in the series. My fingers are crossed. I am going to be finishing up the outline for this project and sending it off to my editor, and then I'll have a break, but not really. We'll get into that in a minute. It is currently Friday the 13th of March, and oh man, I really meant to vlog for you like the whole week. This week has been exhausting for multiple reasons. My day job just sort of like, I don't know what was going on over there, but like it just seemed like I was putting out fires like all week, which is not usual. So anyway, that was like just frustrating and annoying and exhausting, and this has been putting me through it. And I also got to thinking about some other things, and it hasn't sent me into a spiral, but we're just sort of like, wow, you have a lot on your plate. So I've been a little stressed, but I have made progress since the end of the last vlog on this work. I said, I believe at the end of the last vlog, there were 3 pieces that I wanted to send to my editor. The outline, of course, and then 2 sort of like supplemental pieces. One is just a list of all of the named characters in the story, the outline, etc., just so she has like a kind of a cheat sheet, if that's helpful. And then I also wanted to put together a little quick write-up of a couple very specific historical things that are included in this story. It feels really awkward to me to be writing an outline and then in the middle of the outline be like, okay, hold on just a second. Let me tell you about this historical thing so that this stuff makes sense. That I don't like that. So I put that in a separate document so she can read that first. It's only like a page and a quarter or something. It's not very long. It's just, a little paragraph or 2 about a couple different things. So she has some context and a little more information about what these things are or were. So before we go any farther, I did want to show you what exactly I'm sending her. I've used this like it's not even like a template, honestly. It's just sort of a format that I've come up with for how to present an outline to someone else. I've used this with with Courtney Spack, who did an outline evaluation for me like, oh my gosh, 2 years ago now. That's when I first came up with this. I used it again to send to my agent with Widows of West Haven, and now I'm doing it a 3rd time to send to my editor. I've gotten comments from both of those prior people that this was easy to read, organized, etc. So I'll show you exactly how I have this laid out. So if you have an instance where you need to send an outline to somebody, this might be a format you could use. So what I like to do first is have usually like 2 full pages that is backstory for the 2 main characters. Mine is obviously like a romance, so there's 2 main characters. If your story has more, you could do more, but I like to put the backstory information like an info dump basically first. Obviously in your novel, you're not going to be like, hang on, before we get to the story, let me tell you all about what happened before the story begins. But for an outline, it just seems like, let's just put all this up front because you'll be sprinkling this information throughout the story, but it's not always easy to add it in an outline format, So anyway, I have 1-page backstory information on the hero, 1-page backstory information on the heroine. And of course, a lot of that backstory information sets up their motives for why they're doing what they're doing in the story or why they feel the way they feel in the story. And so anyway, I like having that up front. Then I get into the actual scenes. I have this broken out by scene. I have Act 1 as a little header, and then I have a 3-line header for each scene. I say, Act 1, Scene 1. If you have like an outline template that you use, like Save the Cat, and you want to name, this is the Fun and Games beat, this is the Dark Night of the Soul, whatever. Like I put little titles in there. That is helpful to me. I don't know if that's particularly helpful to the people reading this, but I put it anyway. Then I put the POV that the scene will be from. Is it from the hero or the heroine's POV? And then I also like putting the date that this scene takes place. If you know me or if you've been around here for a while, you know dates are really important, and I strongly recommend either before you start writing or like after you've written that first draft, you better know exactly what date things are taking place on, because you can run into a lot of issues if the timeline for your story is literally impossible, or there can be various complications if you don't know for sure when things are taking place. So that's why I have my little calendar printouts, and the dates that I've specified on this calendar are right here in the outline. And then what I do is I just do a little write-up of the scene. What is happening? Where does it start? How are the characters feeling? What's the action of the scene, etc. I write these the way you would write a synopsis, in that it is in third person present tense. This character is at this place and he is feeling this way about it and he really wants to do this. It's all third person present tense, which my books are not that. My books are written in third person past tense. You might be writing in first person present tense, but typically in this kind of a document where you're explaining the story, these are almost always done in third person present tense, regardless of how you're actually going to write the book. You don't have to. I mean, I don't think, this is an informal kind of document, but I think that sounds best. So I just go through and that's what I'm doing. So I worked on this a little bit yesterday, Thursday, and this morning. I have gotten through to scene 8, which is almost at the end of Act 1. So that's good progress. I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that I can finish it over the weekend. I don't know if that's pushing it. I have things to do. Oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I have so much to do. So we'll see. If I need an extra couple days, into the beginning of next week, I'll obviously take that. But I really want to get this to my editor, because once I send it, she obviously needs time to read it, think about it, comment on it. If she sees she's going to comment like developmental kinds of things. If she's like, yikes, this whole scene in here seems really boring, or I don't think this scene is necessary, or whatever kind of issues, bigger kind of picture issues that she sees, that'll be super helpful. Once I get that feedback, then I get to, fix things as I see fit and then start drafting. So anyway, that's the outlook for this. But the sooner I can get it to her, the sooner she can start the process of reading and all that kind of stuff. She's typically pretty fast in getting back to me on different things. So I'm hoping that it's, and it's not like it's a 400-page novel or something. I'm going to try to condense this a little bit, but it'll probably be around like 25-30 pages, somewhere in there. And it's like 1.5 spaced. So again, like it's something to get through, but it's not like novel length. So that's the primary focus for this weekend. I have other stuff to do though too. Oh my gosh. I have taxes to do. I've got to get all my tax crap together. I have a new tax lady I'm working with. I have to pull together all of my business expenses from last year. Like, I have receipts for everything, but it's also like, oh my gosh, I gotta go find them all, put them all in a document to show her. Anyways, I've just got like that kind of stuff to do. We have a little bunny appointment for our foster bunny. She has to go get a vaccine for a virus that's really gross, and so we definitely don't want her to get that. That's tomorrow. I don't know who's taking her to that, but someone's got to take her. And yeah, it's just a lot. And then I have other things I've been thinking about. Now, I think that you will see a video explaining some other stuff before this video. I think that's how things are going to work. That's the plan in my head. So if you missed the solo writing retreat video, I'll link that below, where I'm talking about the insane forward-thinking publishing timeline kind of stuff. Is just like, I actually sat down and like wrote it all out today, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like a full-time job. The amount of work that I have to do over the next year, full-time job. I have a full-time job. It's over there. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do all this? I'll do it. I'm going to get it done. Okay. Have I ever not gotten things done? No. So we're going to get it done. But looking at all of the stuff there is to do is just stressing me out. So anyway, I'm going to put that aside for the moment. And I'm going to work on this a little bit. And yeah, that's where we are. So cross your fingers that I can work well over the next couple days. And I can send this to my editor. I'm very excited to send it to her and see what she says. Yeah, so let's get to work. Wow, the lighting in here right now is like amazing and terrible at the same time. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me fix something. Yikes. I'm in a nuclear blast. Okay. Oh my gosh. That looks so bad. There is literally no. Holy moly. Let me see if I can close this a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Oh, okay. Imagine closing shades helping with lighting. Now the ISO is all messed up again. Hold on. Okay, let me get it all correct so that no one's being blown off the screen here. Okay. That's acceptable. No one move. Hi. Good morning. It's like 9:20, and as you saw, the morning got started. Not when I wanted it to. I woke up and I was like, waking up. I hope it's like, at least 5:30, so I'll have slept in a little bit. I finally looked at my phone after I'd been laying there for a while, waking up, and it was 3:45, so. Oh, I'm so annoyed. So anyway, that's when my morning started. I tried to go back to sleep. It just was not going to happen, so I was like, whatever. I'll get up. I'll do a little bit of work. And then it was 6 o'clock, and I was like, actually, I'm going to go back to bed. So I went back to bed for an hour, did not fall asleep, because this little child, as soon as it was breakfast time, she started screaming, excitedly for her breakfast. So that, anyway. So I'm a little tired, but it's time to get some work done. I finished up Act 1 yesterday, and then I did a little bit of, I'm into Act 2 now. Act 2 right at the moment is the longest act with 14 scenes. If possible, this might be crazy, I don't know, we'll see what I can do today. I'd love to get through Act 2 today. That seems like a lot, but we'll see how it goes. And then maybe do like Act 3 tomorrow and Act 4 on Monday. I don't know if I can do all of Act 4 on Monday when I also have to go to my regular job, but we'll see. We'll see. It's not a race. I don't have to have it in by a certain time, but I really want, like I said yesterday, I really just want to have it done so I can hand it in. So yeah, so I'm just going to be writing these little scene summaries and trying to get as much done as I can. So let me get my Animal Crossing aquarium music pulled up and get back to this. Oh, I was going to say, okay, one little thing that I'm noticing. I did do, okay, wait, let me start this entire segment over. Yesterday, I also pulled up my outline for Widows of West Haven because I wanted to see a few things in there. And I was reading through parts of it, and I was like, wow, I really did a great job on the ends of so many of the scenes. It almost ends on like a little mini cliffhanger where it's like, ooh, wait, what's going to happen next. There's this little push to get you to continue reading, right? And I feel like right now, what I'm noticing most is that little like push, that little extra, ooh, intrigue, like I want to see what happens next kind of moment isn't always in these scenes so far. It is in some, for sure, but there's some where it just sort of ends, and then the next scene picks up, you know, something kind of different. And it's not that that can't work or doesn't work or something, but if you can have a little like intriguing moment, a question that your readers are left with at the end of a chapter or the end of a scene, that's always a good thing, I think. So I'm just gonna keep going through this, and then I'm gonna go back maybe at the end and see, like, can I restructure anything so that the scene ends on a little more of a ooh kind of moment, you know? That's what I've been noticing so far. But let me keep going with this, see how far I can get before lunch. Hopefully be able to keep my eyes open. All right, it's been about 2 hours. I did take a little break to get a little snack. They're peanuts, and to put laundry in. But how much have I gotten through? I think I've done 2 scenes. One of these was chunky. I was like, dang, okay. But they're very fun scenes, so that's fun. I'm just like tired. So anyway, I finished 2. I'm on page 15 of this outline, 6,000 words. And this is only Act 2, Scene 4. We're nowhere near the midpoint. So I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm just like putting kind of everything in this. I'm not being overly careful with the wording necessarily. I just want like the basic stuff down, and then again, like I'll go back and kind of smooth it out. If I can condense some stuff, I'll do that, because I really don't want this to be like 40 pages for her to have to look through, you know what I mean? I just need to get like the basics of each scene across so she can comment, you know, on a high developmental level what potentially needs to change. Or she can just come back and tell me it's perfect and she's never read anything this good in her entire life. Probably won't get that kind of a response, which is fine, but that is the goal. That's where I am. I kind of want to stand up and take a break, but I also, it's almost like lunchtime. I'm like, let's just work 40 more minutes. 40 minutes. It's 11:20. Let's work 40 more minutes and try to get through at least another scene. These are taking me, I feel like these are taking me a long time, but let's keep going. 40 minutes, and then we'll take a break for lunch. What lunch do I have in the refrigerator? I think I have sandwich stuff still, and an apple, and chips. Chips and an apple. I have the palate of a 7-year-old. Okay, let's go ahead and keep working. Incredible. It's lunchtime. I made it up to scene 8. I don't remember what scene I was on when we last talked, but that's where I am. It is 1:45. I was working longer than I had like originally intended. It's fine. I was just kind of on a roll and I was going. So I'm going to take a break now, eat this food. I'm going to hope that it refuels me because I am dragging. So I'm going to take my little break, eat, and then come back to this. I have 14 scenes in Act 2 and I'm only on scene 8. I mean, could I finish it today? Maybe. I'd really like to. I'm just gonna do as much as I can. So let me eat. It's coffee time. All right, I did take a little nap and now I'm having a little coffee. I have 2 scenes left in Act 2 to get through. This dog wants to do something. Anyway, I'm going to try to do those and then probably be done for today. It's been going good. I think, I guess we'll see when I reread this thing, because I'm just like, I'm just getting through it. So let's get that coffee and get those scenes done. Okay, it is 5:20. I finished Act 2. We're on page 24. We're on page 24 of this Word document, and we're at about 9,500 words. She's a little chunky. I'm going to be done for now. I need to get dinner started and do some other stuff, but I will come back to this tomorrow and see how far we can get into Acts 3 and 4. Good morning from me and my overfull trash can. It's 8:30 and we're back to this. So, yesterday, after I signed off here, I did go to the grocery store, yay, and I started gathering tax documentation. Everyone's favorite activity started. It's literally like mid-March and taxes are due in a month. So I really kind of like messed up the timeline for this. It doesn't matter. All right. I am on Act 3 of this outline. I'd really love to get through Act 3 today. That would be ideal. I don't know if that's crazy, but that's what I'd like to do. It's, I think, 11 scenes. I'm just looking at the calendar on my wall back here and thinking about timelines of like, when can I have stuff done? When can I review it before I send it back? And then I have some other stuff I'm going to start working on after I send this off. There's so much. There's so much to juggle. All very exciting things, but it's a lot. Okay, I'm just going to get started. I really just want to get through this. Let's see what we can do today. Well, here I am. It is 11:30 and I finished Act 3. I was just like locked in. We were schmoovin', putting in the appropriate amount of details, but I put my phone over there and wow, amazing how that helped. So anyway, done with Act 3. I feel good about it. I like how this act is turning out. These scenes are like good, but in a devastating way in a lot of cases. So that's exciting. Maybe I can finish Act 4. I mean, it's only 9 scenes, so maybe I can finish it. That would be amazing. For now though, I'm going to take a little break. It's a little early for lunch, but I mean, I'm at the perfect break point, right? So I'm going to take my break now, eat a little something, and then hopefully finish this up. Is that crazy? I mean, that's what I wanted, but it didn't seem realistic as of the end of yesterday. Let's go get some lunch. Okay, I'm only on scene 2 here. I am so excited about this scene. It's gonna be so good. Super angsty. There's a very specific trope that I'm gonna use in this book, and I'm gonna use it twice. And I don't think I've ever seen it used in this way, so I'm really excited in either way, because one of them is like, it kind of has an angsty overtone to it, and the other one I think is just gonna be funny. and I'm really excited about it. I think it's just a fun play on a trope that we have seen over and over again. It's very beloved, and I think this is a fun way to have the trope but have it be different than what you're maybe expecting.
I'm done.
I really don't want this to be like 40 pages.
Is this long enough?
40 pages.
Should I add anything to it?
40 pages.
Oh my gosh. I'm finished.
I really gotta shut up sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go back through it, try to reduce it a little bit. She is a little chunky, but it's done for now. I'm gonna stand up, do something different. It's almost 3 o'clock, but I'm feeling very good about it. Hello, I am ready to wrap this up. It is Monday. I just finished lunch. I'm on my lunch break from regular work, and I'm doing other work here. So I am rereading this outline for like the third time since yesterday, and I'm just, I don't know. I'm tweaking little things. I'm not really changing anything. I really want to send it today. So I'm going to try to finish reading through this. I'm only about halfway through, and hopefully send it off by the end of the day. I just want her to have it. So let me get to work, do a little bit at least for the rest of my lunch break here, and then I'll finish things up later. All right, I'm done reading through this. I feel like I'm going to send it and immediately be like, oh my gosh, no, wait, the plot should go like this. I'm going to send it. The grand gesture, I have to say, is pretty good. It has like this perfect bookend moment where you have something happening in chapter 1 and then that comes into play again for the grand gesture at the very end. I think it's very good. Yeah, I think I'm going to send it. What am I waiting for? Part of me is just like panicking, like she's going to hate everything. I know she's not going to hate it, because I've already sent her the 1-page synopsis, which she read, and she was like, this is great, I love it. So she already likes the overall concept. So I am sure she will look at this and have some developmental suggestions, which I will be very happy to receive. So, but she's not going to come back with, pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of all the things she hates. That's not what's going to happen. It's just not. If it does, we'll melt into the earth and then we'll fix it. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and send this thing. And then, yeah, hopefully she'll get back to me tomorrow. She won't, but ideally she'll get back to me tomorrow with a complete list of all the things she thinks. Probably unrealistic. I have no idea. I really have no idea what the timeline on this is going to be. So I want to get it off to her. Let's send it. Okay, I'm going to pull up this email and send this back to her. Do you do what I do when I'm sending an email like this, where really all I need to say is like, hey, here's the outline, bye. Like, it literally needs to be a 2-sentence email, maybe 3 if we're feeling fancy. I'm gonna take like 15 or 20 minutes to write this thing, because I'm gonna overanalyze how these sentences sound and delete them and retype them 15 times. It's fine. So let me attach. Let me attach the outline. Okay, and then I also had that little extra supplemental document with like the historical tidbits or whatever, so I'm going to put that in here too, of course. And I think that's going to be that. Okay, we're not going to think about it too much. Let me write this email. Okay, I did it. I sent it. It's fine. Now I just have to wait. Everyone's favorite thing to do. I think that's it. I think that is it. Once I hear back from her, I'll be able to think through whatever kind of developmental feedback she has, implement some changes. I don't know if I'm going to vlog that. I feel like I can't tell you what I'm changing, you know what I mean? So I think what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the final vlog for this little series. Hopefully, we'll see what happens, but hopefully that's it. Once she gets back to me on this, I'm going to double check with her and just be like, can I share stuff now? Or like we're cool with that. And then I'll be able to release these freaking vlogs. Oh my gosh. And then hopefully I'll start vlogging again once I'm actually drafting, and I'll release those. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I feel like I'm going to be able to start drafting while these videos are still like in the middle of being released. So maybe you'll have more videos kind of from the past to catch up on as I'm drafting. I don't know. Do you care about any of this? It probably doesn't matter. Whatever. We're back. We're back. Yay. I'm really excited to start drafting. That's almost always, I think, my favorite part of the process. So I'm very excited to get to do that again. But I think that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, you can click the subscribe button. I usually post videos on Fridays. We're doing Tuesday, Fridays at the moment, so you can catch up on everything you've missed, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I will see you when it is time to draft a new book. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.